Welcome to the Fans POV.
You are watching the Fans POV.
I'm hoping to make some better improvements to my Big Daddy while here.
That's probably the worst rendition of the Yan Yan dance that's ever.
It was fine.
It was graceful.
And we come and do this in the name of the steampunk community.
John, tell us about pre-registration. Tell us about it.
I kept getting rickrolled every time I tried to pre-register.
Car. Chowder. Oh, this is a hard one. Harvard. Yankees rule. Oh, come on. Come on.
Oh, you make a sound? It doesn't even make a sound. Oh. Whoa. We're gonna have to clear this area. Cut this interview short. I'm sorry, I don't really know what's going on right now, but...
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ernie Leyu here at Otakon 2010, and I am here with the talented, the famous J-pop, Japanese band here, Homemade Kazoku. How are you guys doing?
Thank you.
Do you want me to go a little bit more into it? Just be like ultra famous, super legendary. You want me to go a little bit more?
That's enough.
Oh, yeah, that's enough there. All right. Well, you guys formed in 1996. How exactly did this band get started?
Well, me and Mikro went to the same college, and I met him there, and we were like both dancer at the first time. And I started the Japanese rap, and I invited him, and then he joined us, and then we didn't have a DJ that time, and afterwards Yuichi got in, and the whole thing started.
And the whole thing started from there. What made you decide on the name?
The name?
Yeah.
Because
I know at first, like, because we were trying to, when we were researching, we found that you were formed in '96, but then you were under a different name.
Yeah.
Now you're under Homemade Ka. Why that?
You want to answer it?
You can.
Okay. Well, Homemade kazoku means family in Japanese, and it's like we're not actually relatives, you know. We're not a real family, but we're like very tight and close. And the first name we created was called Hosekuro Ensemble.
Okay.
But that name was kind of a racial thing, and we couldn't say it loud in the radio show, so we have to change it. And then we made a demo tape album, and then we sold that like 1,000 copies. Yeah, and the title of that copy was Homemade Kazoku. And so instead of making another new one, why don't we name the title of it as a group name?
Okay. So it sort of stuck with you guys, the name of it. Now, it was a mixtape, or was it an album itself?
It's an album.
Oh, it's a full album.
Full album.
Okay.
30 music is it.
All right. Earlier upstairs, we were listening to your song "Home Sweet Home Reborn," and it was one of the most requested songs in Japan. I think in 2004, and we were listening to it. And I'm like, oh, this is kind of nice. It's kind of a hip hop. It turned pop. How would you describe your band? Because it's sort of like a lot of people would say, hey, it is J-pop. Some people say it's J-rock. Some people say it's J-hip hop. How do you guys describe it?
I think we don't really care about which which music type, like hip hop or pop music or rock music. It's like it's all homemade kazoku music. So, we started listening to hip hop when I was in elementary school. I started listening to hip hop, and he likes hip hop. He does likes hip hop, and he DJ with the hip hop music, but we still like other music too. So when we make new songs, it doesn't have to be hip hop or it doesn't have to be rock. We just want to do the song with the sound we want to make.
Okay. It's just more or less like a whatever you're feeling at the time.
Yeah.
So it's just a whole different bunch of genres brought together as one.
But the bass we have in hip hop.
Okay.
But we don't care about it. If it's a homemade kazoku music.
Okay.
Mm.
Now, speaking of, we're going into hip hop and going into music. Who were your influences to get started in music? Everybody's, yeah.
At the very beginning, you're
But,
talking about?
yeah, we'll start with the very beginning. When you guys first started in music, who were your influences?
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Everybody's.
Oh yeah,
influence.
everybody was Michael Jackson. Yeah. How about yours? It was also Michael Jackson, or?
Gangsta.
Excuse me?
Gangsta.
Ah, okay.
DJ Premier.
All right. How about you, Pico?
I think it's Bobby Brown, MC Hammer. Yeah.
Did you have the pants on too with
Yeah,
MC Hammer,
yeah,
like
yes,
going
yes.
around the house?
Yeah.
All right. How about now? What are your influences now in music?
Hmm. For now.
Maybe each other.
Each of you.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. All right. You know, like to a particular, not like, let's say like Boa.
I don't know.
Maybe Justin Bieber. I don't know why that name came up. But I don't know why Justin Bieber, out of all people, just came up in my head. Maybe Sean. Let's see.
Because
Yeah.
I follow him on Twitter. Though.
Oh, you follow him?
Yeah.
Are you guys on Twitter?
Yeah. Oh, me and Yuichi are doing it.
What do you guys tweet about? Like, I just had sushi or something like that. Or
Yeah, I just
I
tweeted
just-
about we're having an interview.
I was like,
today, yeah, from now. Yeah.
we have a bunch of interviews. We don't know them, but we have them. So so like small things like that. Okay. Now it's also I also read that you two were born and raised here in America. You were Kentucky and Chicago, if I remember correctly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How is it different from when you came from America to Japan? Like how was it like much of a culture shock? And how about the same for DJ Ichi? Was it different from you from Japan coming here to America, or like is there any like culture shock that you guys experience one way or the other?
違いでカルチャーショック受けたことありますか？マジかよ。
まあ器のでかさ。
器？
器。
ご飯？
食事とか
Like meal?
全部でかい。
It's all big.
Everything's bigger.
All the plate and all the food,
Ah.
all the beverages are huge.
Did you finish it? Did you finish all the food?
全部食べた。
No.
How about you guys? What's so different? What did you experience any culture shock when you?
Maybe. I don't know. I went to the Japanese school too, so there wasn't much shock between the culture. But Japan has a lot of comic boom, you know.
Has a lot of what?
Comic in Japan.
Oh,
So
okay.
I was very I want to read a lot of new Japanese comic when I was in States. So I was very happy to go back to Japan and get a lot of trend new magazines.
Okay. How about you? Any like sort of
Oh,
culture shock?
so I was born in Japan and I was raised in Japan, and when I was in 4th grade in elementary school, I came to Kentucky and I lived there for like 4 years. And first I came, I didn't know nothing about music, and all the people in Japan, we are watching TV and we see when we hear a lot of music on TV, but we didn't actually like buy in CD or. But when I came to America, music was everywhere. Like if you go to school, they're dancing at the cafeteria. And I was shocked. What the hell is that? It's a break dancing, and people are doing a freestyle rap in the restroom.
Yeah.
I was like, what's going on? And I went home and turned on like MTV, a music channel,
Yeah.
and I started listening to all kinds of music. Yeah.
Okay. So MTV was a little bit more of the influence on what you had musically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, let's go back into music. What do you think the state of the Japanese music market is now? Like, what is your comments on that? Because I know there are some Japanese artists that want to come to the States, but they feel like they're not ready to really be accepted by the American audience. Like, what do you guys take? What's your take on all that?
ちょっとよく今の訳してもらっていいですか？
数ある日本のアーティストの中で こうやってアメリカにこうやって来れる秘訣というか、その要素なんでこれ、そこはどうやってこうやって皆さんみたいにこうやってアメリカに来てパフォーマンスできるような機会ができるか。
To do an animation song.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, maybe a chance. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just we had a chance. If you have a chance, just take it. Like,
So if you had the chance to basically release an
yeah,
American album,
Yeah.
you would have the chance to do it no matter how much it sells, no matter how much. Like,
Probably, because we're not still sure about it.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, this will be your.
We just came here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's our first time.
Yeah.
Oh, is it-
So,
You'll find out like how the
Yeah,
American audience will
afterwards.
react to.
Yeah.
Are you gonna how are you guys a little nervous about your concert or?
Right, because this is the first time we're going to perform in States, so
Mhm.
we're going to find about it.
And then you see the big crowds and
I hope so.
yeah. You think it'll be like Girls Gone Wild over there, like woo yeah, like
That'll be great.
It's a now. Speaking of the fans, as we go with a little bit of the concert, I'm sure you have a lot of fans that will be coming to the concert this weekend. Is there any crazy fan stories that you guys had? Anything that you can share with us that maybe that won't get you in trouble? It's not like there's a room full of people watching right now, so.
Yeah.
コアファンの面白い。
Once there was a girl standing in front of my door at the hotel. That was very surprised me.
Was it
That's
like
a nice
little?
story.
Were you a little creeped out? They're like, hi, and then you just like leave right away or something?
Well, I just watched through the window and just leave it alone.
Just let them.
Yeah.
Just let them be.
Yeah, yes.
So, you guys were on. We were watching the morning show today on Fox. We saw you guys on there.
Yeah.
Was it exciting to at least be like down there on the
Yeah,
floor of the
yeah.
convention? Everybody's like, "Oh, I
Yeah.
know you guys are.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
are amazing." Did anybody try to like grab you there or anything like that, or?
Oh, they were excited though. But see, we do our music in Japan. We make our music in Japan. We have live in Japan, but it's our first time
Yeah.
to do it in US. So we didn't know, is there gonna be any fans in here or? So we were a little nervous, but at the front of the convention center,
Okay.
there's a lot of people were there.
And they were singing "Thank
yeah.
You."
They're singing our song.
That's our
Oh
song.
wow.
Yeah.
So
that was great.
yeah, we'll definitely be singing your song because it is the Home Sweet Home. We heard that. We're like, yeah, that is kind of catchy. But one more question that we do have is that a good amount of the questions that we've gotten were from the fans. We asked the fans for questions, and in turn we asked them to you.
Okay.
Now it's your chance to ask a question to the fans.
Oh.
What would you like to ask all your
Oh.
fans out there if you had the chance?
Okay.
And no, you can say, hey, follow me on Twitter or something else. Follow me on Twitter.
質問とかメッセージがあれば
質問。
iTunes でも出てるとか。
Well, I want to ask them that. How did they know us?
How did they
Get to
Okay, that's fair. How did you guys at home get to know these guys? That's fair. So we'll leave they'll leave their comments, and then we will get them back to you, and we're like, oh, we found you on anime.
Yeah.
Which is mostly the anime convention here. Well, thank you very much for the interview, gentlemen. Hey.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Thank you.
The torture is finally over.
And
Thank
So
you.
follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, follow them on
Yeah.
Twitter. Get their
It's
latest
a-
album,
it's a,
Circle.
Micro 156 cm. So 153 centimeter. Micro 153 centimeter. That's my height. And DJ UH is HMKU 0223.
Is
That's
that his
birthday.
centimeters too?
No,
0223?
it's
Oh,
not
okay.
that big.
All
Yeah,
right.
That's his birthday.
Oh, okay.
Check us on Twitter.
All right. Thank you, John.